Hello everybody, welcome back. So we are here. We just did a fun video up front, but I think it's important that we check in with Linda. I know a lot of us like to check in with Linda and see what's going on. Linda just got her notification that we're live, but we're live with her. What is going on over there, Linda?
I'm cleaning my desk.
She is cleaning her desk.
I am.
Now, do you feel a lot better when your desk is clean?
I do.
Yes, you do.
Unless I'm creating, then I don't like it. I like it messy.
What is your place like at home? What does your studio look like at home?
Depends on what I'm doing.
What have you been working on lately?
Picking up projects and finishing stuff for Japan, the convention for Japan, and which is going to be delayed for another year, and working on my next seminar.
What is your seminar?
It's a portrait Jamo.
Yeah.
And it's from the original costume that I have on my portrait Jamo.
Yeah.
So it's really going to be cool.
It's really going to be cool. Linda is doing a virtual portrait Jamo workshop for the Doll Artisan Guild. Mm-hmm. And what are you going to be teaching them in that workshop?
Well, there's going to be a couple segments. One of them is going to be the undergarments, and then the next thing will be painting, and then, of course, the gown.
The gown. Do we have any? I wonder if we have any of your portrait Jamos. We have her portrait Jamos here. They are so nice.
And the cool thing
Should we check and see if we have one up there?
We can.
Let's check. Okay. Do you guys want to? Do you want to go with us and see if we have a portrait Jamo? Let's see if we have one up here. We have. Let's check. We have our little stash of things. Oh,
Yes.
I think we have the ethnic Doliacs. We have Doliac on layaway. Yeah, here's a portrait. All right, let's show this. Let's show this. We're gonna look at a portrait here real quick. For those that are tuning in live, we are here at Turn of the Century Antiques. We're hanging out with Linda. Now, our very, very sweet doll right here she is going to her new mother soon, but the new mother has to choose which wig the doll is going to come with this wig, but here, let me see if I can move my phone. We're getting it.
I have this with the
There.
light on.
Oh,
Maybe that's it.
no. It's, here we go. There we go. My balancer was getting in the way of the camera. So you have been working so hard on the costume on this, Linda. Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Yes.
I have.
We'll talk about that. But you worked on her all day on Tuesday
And the day before.
and the day before. She's about done. If you're with us, do you remember seeing the before on this outfit? There was a lot. Was it more than you expected?
Yes.
Yes. And then you sort of got down the road, and then were you like, I don't know if
I don't know whether I like this doll. Okay. But I just kept working on her, and I had to reinforce the whole skirt.
Let's take a
And
peek.
it's really hard.
Yeah, it's hard to see, but she
But
did
there's-
reinforce the whole skirt, and it looks
And-
really good.
But then there was a lot of melting. And so I picked a larger lace just to go over it. But then I stabilized all of the melting on the original fabric. And you can see little bar tacks. But there is chiffon underneath there to hold it. And the hardest part of this is cartridge pleating under this. And I had to cartridge pleat the chiffon. And it wasn't the orthodox way to do it.
Which way did you do it?
In quarters. And usually you start in the middle and go to the back, and start in the middle and go to the back. I just sort of picked it and put it in and cartridge pleated upside down, which was quite interesting. But you couldn't move the costume very much. You had to leave it stable and then work around it. So some of the stitches really wouldn't be what I consider the very best I've ever done, but the costume is still intact and nothing has been destroyed, and that's the important part. I haven't taken away from the original costume at all, just stabilized it.
No, you're not giving yourself enough credit. It looks really, really, really great. You saved this costume. Costume was not going to be saved, and you saved it. Mm-hmm. You did a wonderful job.
And this was the trim. I don't know if you remember. There was no trim here, but you could see it was faded. So I went to the trim drawer and got this braid, and we put a tan ribbon to match the original lace.
Yeah.
And because she's got such a short neck, you can't put the lace up. I mean, she would look like she had no neck completely. So I took the lace off of there and then just put it over the braid. And this stable, let's look at this. You can see. That's how I stabilize those pieces. So it will last for another 10, 15 years, depending on how it's taken care of and if it's kept out of the sun.
Yeah, you have to keep the outfits out of the sun and then they don't get worse. Yeah. I think it looks really great, Linda.
Thank you.
Yeah, the new mom is going to choose. Let's look at the wigs here. The new mom is, so this is the original skin wig, which is my favorite. And for when you, I'm sorry for the thing that you guys are seeing in the video. I would stop it and here. Let me just actually, Linda, you hold this, hold this,
okay.
And I'm just gonna take it out. Okay, hang on, everybody, hang on. I'm taking you out. Okay. It's upset. Okay. Okay. This is what I'm using, but it's going crazy. So oh my gosh. Okay. Let's turn it off. Okay. I think I put in my phone like wrong. So anyway, it's still upset. Let's turn it off here. Okay. Okay. This is what happens on live feeds. You just never know. All right, so it looks very pretty. I think the skin wig is just absolutely wonderful. But the new mom does want a longer wig. So let's look at the options and see.
She wanted a blonde, but you know how things go. Sometimes this style has a mind of its own. These wigs are not styled yet.
No, this is just fresh out of
the box.
Yeah.
And then here's, see.
It needs to be styled and kind of trimmed and everything.
But I kept going, brunettes have more fun. This was my favorite, but I'm not the new mom.
I think I really like that.
I think it brings out the color in her brows, and it takes away from all the gold and all that other stuff that's going on with her. But the two picks I have, skin wig and then of course the brunette.
Yeah, so the new mom is going to choose, but I'm going for the brown. I like the skin wig. That's the one that I'm going to use. That I would have all the time, but I think that Eloise just said that the brown goes well with the dress, and I have to agree. Original one first, this one second.
True.
Yes, I think so. So let's take a peek at the portrait chameau that you have made. This is going to be a really, really fun project.
It is. I have one seminar under my belt with
and you did virtual. A wonderful job.
I did. And then it was fun. Here is the difference is I have a special wig being made for our chameau that is styled off of the original. And it's coming, and of course it's going to be strawberry blonde. And her gown is sort of an off-white. So, I'm excited.
I'm excited too. When is that going to take place?
June.
Yeah, that's
June.
Coming up.
It's coming up. So.
Yeah, she's beautiful. I love the strawberry blonde. That's One of my favorites. Let's show them the back of the wig.
The fun thing about this seminar is I have a student that is doing a doll of color.
Oh.
And so I'm going to show them, give them the color combinations of the Doliak ethnic that I did. So she's going to be painting hers in color, and then the rest of them will be painting her in this color, the original.
It's going to be fabulous.
Even though they never made the Jamo in color, but, you know, you could do what you want to when you make a doll.
Oh, yeah, you can do what you want.
She would be considered a fantasy in a competition. She could still be shown, but under fantasy.
Under fantasy. Yeah. I think it's good to do what you want. Yeah, this is a lovely doll. I really love this doll.
Very pretty.
Jeannie said I have the portrait Jamo like that with the wig. I love her. Yes. So here, I'm going to actually, hang on everybody. I'm turning you upside down. Oh, that's not going to work. Okay.
What are you doing?
Here's the problem. When I started the video, my phone is backwards, but that's okay. That's okay. Stick with us, everybody. So, Linda, with the Doll Artisan Guild, how can somebody join the Doll Artisan Guild and go to the conference, or how does that work?
They can go.
Oops.
Okay. They can take the seminar, but they will not get credit unless they're a member of the guild, which to me is worth every penny, because you're going to get a magazine, and we're going to be doing something very special in the future, and that will be giving you lots of information. So I don't know why you wouldn't join, because everything I've learned through the guild. I mean, all of my classes, and then of course I've taken other classes, but the concentration and the detail for everything has come from the guild for me. So I really enjoy the guild. And
The Doll Artisan Guild, everybody.
yeah, and we're going to be doing a lot. You can take beginning classes, but how I teach this seminar is you will paint or you'll costume, and then you'll upload or take a picture on your phone, and then I will print it, and I will correct it, and I will send it back to you, and then I call, and I talk to you individually. So not everybody hears all your conversations, because I might have a class. I'll also have a class going there in the studio. So
I think this sounds very exciting.
It's fun.
Yes.
And we talk to the girls on FaceTime or Zoom, and everybody gets to visit just like we're in class. So it's fun. It's really was a fun experience, and I got my seminar time, and my girls got their seminar time, and we finished 2 little K-Star R's, twins, and they were very cute.
How long have you been a member of the Doll Artisan Guild?
We're going back a long time. My daughter was 8. Got to do some math. 36 years, 38.
38 years, and she's the highest.
Award of Excellence.
Yeah.
And I also have a doctorate.
Yes. We are so lucky. We are so lucky.
And of course, I took a lot of restoration courses through the Guild. And everything you learn in a seminar can be applied to what I do here. Like one little trick that I've learned in a seminar might be something I will use here at work or at home. So if you learn one thing from a seminar, that's worth it for me. And of course, you come home with a beautiful doll.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, they are doing a good job figuring out how to make it virtual, and
we're trying.
Yeah, you are. You're doing good. Okay, so let's look and see what is going on here. Now, she is wonderful. Let me just get it so you guys can see it close. Linda does such a beautiful job painting these dolls. Just absolutely marvelous. We have other things we are working on today.
Oh, yes.
But one of the things that I'm excited about is this little Cupie.
Yes.
What's going on with Cupie?
Well, Eric brought him back and said he needed his arms cleaned. So, first thing, I have to take soap and water, but this is why the nails never look good. Some of that is popping off with just my fingernail. And of course, I've got to restring him and clean him. But he is so cute. Look at that.
That's his original Valentine's Day crepe paper outfit. So you have to be really careful with the crepe paper because it can just come off.
It can come off and it can bleed. So I'm going to have to really take it easy. And you can see where the crepe paper has peeled off of his little belly. Mm-hmm. There's a definite line of dirt.
So how are we going to clean Mr. Cupie guy?
I think with a Q-tip.
A Q-tip? And then are we just going to try just soap and water, or are we going to go in with soft scrub?
Probably, I'll have to see.
Yeah. You don't know.
I don't know. I'll try one and I'll try another. If it doesn't work, I'll try something else.
And then the arms need to be restrung.
Mm-hmm. Look at his cute little lashes.
I know, and his little Valentines in his little
But
pocket.
Look at them. They're at a V.
Oh, look at that. They are all hand-painted, everybody, so they are all different.
And
Cute.
this one's a V upside down.
Cute.
It is.
He's
cute.
a sweetheart. So he's just one of the many things that we will be working on today. So that is Portrait Chameau. And then we're going to decide the wig. And then the Steiner is actually going to be, she's going to be finished. She's finished after that, right?
Yes.
After we kind of figure it out.
She goes to her new mom.
She's going to go to her new mom. So that's very exciting. And then what else are we working on? Oh, you're working on, we have the Cupie trousseau.
Uh-huh. Eric's taking pictures.
Eric's taking pictures.
In between.
So we're getting little outfits done one by one.
We only have 3 more outfits to take, and then we can put the trunk together. And you've got to see the trunk.
We have to see the trunk?
You have
Okay,
to
let's
see
look at the trunk.
You have to see the trunk. It's well. Look at this. Okay, come on. It has been, Stan did a phenomenal job patching this, and with no extra outside. How he did it, he's just a master.
Stanley is a master.
He is.
He really is. This is cute. It's a big trunk because the
It's a
Cupie
gorgeous
is.
trunk, and she'll fit in there.
Yeah, she'll just go right in there.
And all
With all of the clothes.
And then, of course, I get to do the next one, which is over here.
What's the next one?
I can't even remember.
Oh, this is this is a Simon and Helbig 979, I think.
949.
949. Very, very similar. Yeah, she just needs a new outfit. She just needs a different outfit, but that's kind of easy. This one doesn't have a lot of restoration and things.
Thank you.
Yeah, it should be, I hope.
I hope so.
It's a wonderful little closed mouth doll. She's very sweet. If you have a doll like this out there, let me know. And then while we have them, since we have you everybody, and I know my camera's a little weird because I actually started the video with my camera upside down, but I think it's okay. Let's just go off-roading and show our next project. What's Stanley working on over there? Oh, the doll body?
I'm just tinkering until I can figure out what to do next.
He's tinkering until he can figure out what to do next. Maybe we need to be filming some day in the life content. We also had a bunch of dolls over here that we are gonna put up on our dollar eBay listings. Samantha said you had an antique black doll with a big hat in a previous video. Do you still have her? Well, we're actually gonna go look at a black doll right now. So Linda, come on over. Let's go cruising, everybody. I'm not sure exactly. Oh, she's a small doll. That's a small doll. And yes, we do have that one. But we have one that I just found the other day. She's over here. Now, where is she? Oh, okay. She's underneath this mine labeling. So I'm going to have to kind of do this two-handed. So, Linda, let's grab her. So the mine labeling we're going to have to move. Yeah, she's underneath, but she is so cute, and I wanted to show everybody. Look at that. Oh, yes.
I
So
got
maybe
it.
just lay her on the floor. I sort of got our floor kind of cleared out. We're
Yeah, you do.
not too bad. We're getting there. But
You
check.
want me to pick her
Yeah,
up?
go ahead and grab her. We're gonna figure out what we're gonna do
Gotta
with
get
her.
in here just a second.
I know it's hard to. There is a wig and a hat somewhere. Let's bring her over here and take a look at her face. She has flirty eyes, which is I think really fun. Let's see who she is. There's a hat and a wig somewhere. I'm just gonna turn her over. So she is a 1039 by Simon and Halbig. And yes, Samantha, I know the one that you're asking about. She is darker. This one is, look how cute this is though. I just love the flirty eyes. And look at those original mohair lashes. Linda, look at the lashes. What do you think of those lashes?
Oh, wow. You don't find those very often.
Not that thick.
No.
And they're brown.
Let's see. Yeah, they do work.
Oh, the flirty eyes do work. Let's show them the inside of the head so they can kind of see what the mechanism looks like on a flirty-eyed doll. It's
Phenomenal.
interesting.
See how it goes back? It rocks back and forth. And this one has a support rod here to help stabilize this rocker going back and forth.
These must be really kind of difficult to reset
They
if you
are.
need to.
And they're really tedious to make the mechanism too. And you have to set their eyes differently when you're putting them in, because they've got to be supported on the bottom and the top. You can see that.
It's a lot, but flirty-eyed antique dolls are so fun. Let's show them
They
the
are.
front. Aren't they fun?
See,
Look at that. Yeah.
I can move it here very carefully. I love dolls with eyes that move. Lever eyes, flirt eyes, sleep eyes.
Christine just said, I did nothing but antique dolls until Rachel come along, but now I can do both. That's an important topic of discussion
Yes.
because Linda, what kind of dolls do you do?
When I make them?
Well, you do everything.
I do.
Yeah.
I collect. I restore. I do reproductions. I do modern dolls and painted eyes. I do figurines. I do carousels. It just depends on the mood I'm in that day.
Exactly.
And we do ornaments in class too. So we'll make gifts for people. It's just lace draping. You can do that. I mean, the possibilities of doll making and its crossover are endless. As far as I'm concerned, it keeps you very entertained.
It
But
does.
Gary always knows that I'm always downstairs. I'm always downstairs.
Are you ever bored?
Never. If I'm bored, one time I forgot a needle, and I told Gary, I said, you better get me to a quilt shop because I'm going to lose my mind. So I have always got something to do.
Yes.
And
As doll people, we always have something to do. But here's the thing. You can do whatever you want. You can do all of it. Antique, vintage, modern doll making accessories, all of it.
And when I found, when I cleaned my studio, was what I was collecting was interesting for me. Because you know how you just take it home and you stash it because you don't want your husband to know about it? Mm-hmm. I do that a lot.
Oh, yes. Who doesn't?
I hope he doesn't read. But he does figure it out after a while. But when I got it all together, it was vintage clothing, vintage bonnets, parasols. accessories. And when I was able to get them all together, and it was so much fun to play with them and get them together and see it. And I put my antiques in their new case, and I was able to play with my modern or my reproduction dolls. And then I started finding out, oh my goodness, I know exactly what I'm interested in because I could see it. And it took me years to start collecting. I just collected what I could afford and what I liked. Mm-hmm. And I didn't care whether it was worth anything or not. But I found it was worth something. It's worth a lot.
Yeah, absolutely. Buy what you love and just don't box yourself into any kind of rules around if you've always been a certain way and then now you feel like you want to do something. Like it's okay to pivot.
Mm-hmm. And what I found out when I started, I liked baby dolls. I liked young children. My interest has changed. So some of those dolls are being sold to people that want them and love them. That's not bad. It's just that they're grown up and they have to go to a new home. And I'm fine with that, but they have to go to a good home. They're like my puppies.
Well, and just and on this subject, you go, I'm sure you as a collector and a doll lover, don't you go in and out of an area of interest?
Oh, yeah. One time I'll be interested in just, let's say the 1900s. And then the next time it'll be 1870s. And it just depends on your mood, and it's perfectly all right. But what I've noticed that I've told even my students, I will only teach a seminar that I can get my teeth into, and I want them to only do a doll that they want to do, not something I can tell them to do. Because until you got that desire and you do the research and learn where that doll came from, it doesn't have a soul, and pretty soon it comes alive for me. The costuming was what really fascinated me. But then I started really getting interested in the detail. And when I would buy a doll, what I noticed that you could have two dolls exactly the same sitting next to each other or in the same showroom, but one will call to you. And for me, it's the painting and the bisque. Mm-hmm. Every time. And other people will go for their costume. But for me, if the doll doesn't have good bisque and good painting, it's not going to talk to me. Mm-hmm. So I only buy a doll that I really communicate with.
Yep. And I have found that it takes me a while to actually get to know a doll. Mm-hmm. And here's what I mean by in that context. And this is going to sound like a commercial, but it's not. Robert sent the sample of the doll we are going to have soon. And she has been sitting at my desk, and I have been getting to know her. Mm-hmm. Does that happen to you? Do you feel that way?
That's what happens when you do the research on an antique. Mm-hmm. When you start seeing that maybe this little girl played with it, and you understand how the trousseaux came about, and how they were passed down from generation to generation. And if you get a chance to see an original, a lot of times you'll see the difference in generations in the costumes of the trunk. And you'll also see a little bit of variation of time period. So to me, that's really interesting. So you learn history, and the more you learn about something, the more you can connect. Mm-hmm. And that's what you're doing is you're learning about this doll, and she's communicating to you. You can see her in different outfits. You can see her in different things.
Yep.
And until you do that, it's the same as playing with them. You're playing with them.
Oh, I do. Every day I pick her up and I look at her undergarments, and I wonder what Robert was thinking when he designed her, and you play and you get to know him. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I'm getting very attached to this dolly, so she
is so sweet. Okay, so let's toodle on back. Now, one thing before we close the video, I want to show, since we're talking about fantasy dolls and we're talking about black and brown dolls, let's show them your your black Doliac.
Oh, okay.
Do you guys want to see?
I haven't seen her.
She's
for a long time.
amazing. Amazing. Linda worked really, really hard on this doll. Let's show. Let's show. She's going to go get her. So, Samantha, no, you cannot see the doll that's coming. We will debut her at one time. We're not ready. We're not ready. They're not even. They're supposed to be actually shipped today. She's epic. You're gonna. People are probably gonna be going and crying in the streets. I mean, look at Stanley laughing at me. You don't think they're gonna be out crying in the streets?
Well, maybe just slight sobs here and there.
Slight sobs here and there. Okay, here's the Doliac. Oh my gosh. So good. All right, Linda, let's talk about this because you put a lot of time and effort into this doll.
Yes, I did. How do I explain her?
Well, she is a fantasy version of
the Doliac.
of a glass-eyed
Doliac
Doliac doll, antique doll, but they didn't have any ethnic
Ethnic
versions that we know of.
She definitely wouldn't have the antique eyes, so I put the brown eyes, paperweight eyes in her. The dark black eyebrows, black eyelashes, they're satin, and her lips. She's highly
Let's go in and look at the cheek color.
Cheeks.
Look at that. You did so much work on this. How many firings to get this perfect color?
I forgot quite a few, like 12.
Yeah.
Because there's like 4 in the color, the brown color, just to get that color. Because you can't go and get that color in one firing, or even 2. And you cannot do it very fast because then it gets real blotchy. So that was the key, number 1. And then it was the key to get the lips and the cheeks.
She would send me samples and I would say we need a little bit more cheeks, a little bit more this, a little bit more that. And now I think she's perfect. And yes, she is for sale. She's for sale in the virtual convention gift shop. This is the only one we have. Linda can make more, but it's so much work. This is the Doll's Part body, which you can order from Doll's Part. They are $250 just for the body.
True.
I think it's a triumph. I love it.
I'm proud of her. And like I said, I'm going to teach. This is a portrait Jamo in this color. So
You're going to teach the portrait Jamo in this color. Oh, I love it. Let's show the back. Let's show the back so they can see the wonderful long wig. Oh, yeah. Fabulous. Yeah, the hands on these are really good. I really like the hands on these because you can pose them. They're jointed.
they're easier to dress too because you can move it.
They don't come off, right?
No.
No.
You hope they don't.
Yes. No, we don't. Yes.
They aren't like Grace.
No, they're not like Grace. Don't pull the hands off. Don't pull the hands off.
When she told me to pull the hands off Grace, I panicked.
I know. If you're out there and you have a Grace doll and you haven't pulled the hands off, or maybe you did for the first time and that scared you, but now it doesn't scare you. Now you do it all the time.
Yep. And I put her dress on and then I put her hands back on.
Yeah, she does great. She does a lot of styling for Grace. So we're going to go, but we hope you enjoyed this little check-in with Linda. Linda, do you like checking in with your friends out there?
I do.
Yeah.
Or massive fan base.
Stanley said her massive fan base. You do have a massive fan base.
I just like to sew and play with dolls, that's all.
Yeah, Linda likes to sew and play with dolls, and we are so fortunate to have her here.
Thank you.
So fortunate. And thank you for always being willing to chat on video. Not everyone is up for that, so we appreciate it.
I just won't dance or sing.
You won't dance or sing?
No.
Okay, I understand. I understand.
Thank you.
Maybe we'll get there. Oh, looks like, Ripley's here.
Oh, Rip.
Derek's here. Oh, come on in, honey. So we have you. Let's just tell you what's going on. Come on in, honey. Let's tell them. Derek,
Hello.
what did you do to your overalls?
So I I washed them, and then I didn't even get them into the dryer. So I put them in the wash machine, and I left the buckle hanging out of the door. It's a front load, so it locks. And when I came back to put them in the dryer, half the buckle, the strap, was laying on the ground.
Were you devastated?
Oh man, these were my favorites. Rachel got me these for my birthday, and I really like them, and I keep them pretty clean, little clay, but no grease, no oil.
They're his fancy overalls.
Yeah. They're Patagonias, so they were a pretty special gift.
Right.
But
and so you were devastated.
yes, quite actually. I was looking to buy a new pair, and they were all sold out, so I was even more devastated.
I said, we don't need a new pair. I said, we have a wonderful Linda.
Yeah.
Linda, were these hard to fix? You worked a long time on them.
No.
She says that, but I think they were.
I'm so happy. So thank you so much. I'm so happy to have them, and I brought Linda a mug
Oh.
to say
Perfect.
thank you.
For
So,
my coffee in the morning.
If
Yes.
you follow my Facebook or
And then
Instagram,
here's Ripley, everybody. This is
yes.
This is
Say hello.
Ripley.
Ripley. Hi, sweetheart. Hi, honey. Hi, girlfriend. Oh, so sweet.
So
She's the sweetest dog ever, you guys.
So, yeah,
Okay,
one of
so
these-
which one are you going to choose?
yeah.
Linda?
Which one do you want, Linda?
One of them's for Linda. One of them's for Tamara
So
Casey.
she took that one. And if you guys, I was just going to say, if you follow
Thank
my
you.
Facebook or Instagram, I just posted these two, so you can get a nice good look at them. I really like them, and they came out really nice. So take a peek at them.
Well, they'd probably like to purchase them. Do you have any for sale?
I don't have any right now.
Oh,
I'm
dang it.
sorry.
Okay,
No.
shoot. Hopefully, we'll
They're
have
very
some.
lightweight.
Yeah,
They look heavy, but they aren't.
right.
I like a big mug that I can
do
just
too.
get a lot.
Thank you very
Yeah,
much.
no, thank you.
No,
That
thank
was
you.
huge. Yeah.
Yeah, fixing those
So
overalls.
nice. So nice. So thank
He is
you.
here to say thank you for fixing the
glad.
overalls.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed this.
Bye.
Bye. Say bye.
See ya.